The rarest monsters to get right now, and one of the most, actually the most, period, powerful monster in the game at the moment, Griffina Ironwing. I got extremely lucky as a like literal monster review YouTuber. Actually, I'm just a Monster Legends YouTuber overall, but I love doing monster reviews, right? I got so lucky to actually get him. So this is Griffina Ironwing, the first ancestor, a light and metal pierce attacker. Although I will say, unless you get her to rank 2, which is literally impossible, it's impossible for most people to even get her, right? So getting her rank 2 is impossible. She won't even have one pierce move, so she's more of just a strong attacker. So, Griffina Ironwing was King Eurex's loyal friend when he founded the Light Kingdom. Their battles together are history and became the roots of what the Light Court is today. After Eurex's death at an old age, Griffina vowed to remain his kingdom's eternal protector, available to any true ruler who needed her help. So that's the lore. I imagine almost all Ancestors lore is going to look like exactly the same. It's going to be like, oh, the Light Kingdom needed their help. The Water guys needed their help. It's going to be stuff like that. So, I mean, Ancestors aren't going to have very different lore. His finisher, which there's a lot about the finisher. It's actually almost spammable. I'll explain this in a bit. Intruder Elimination disables trait on all enemies, deals very heavy metal damage. So it disables trait first, then deals the damage. That's great. I really wish it would cleanse instead of trait disable, because for an attacker like this, you have someone open them up and then you turn transfer, or he's so fast that he can go first. So you'd rather him, cleanse away evasion and then attack rather than disable trait, because you're gonna kill them anyways. It feels like there's no point. So his trait, it's iffy. So rank 0, he has immune to control and trait protection. This is really good because deniers are sort of meta right now. We've got Lord Heyman, we've got Teddy Bomb, we've got Rarus, we've got King Cthulhu or whatever, and we've got the upcoming Thetan Tideborn, the next ancestor of the next era. She's a denier. Is she good? No. Is she good at rank 1? Hell no. But, that's just the fact. So this is really good. It's just a good trait to have, period. You're immune to control. You can't be denied. Soft denial dots. Everything else can land, but you're immune to control. And you have trait protection at rank 0. So even though I won't get him higher than rank 1 because it's literally impossible, I have trait protection. I have immune to control. So if you can manage to get him, boom, that's a great trait to have. Then you have Hardened. All status effects have 20% less accuracy against it. All right, that's pretty great, I'd say. At least you have an Umbrella status caster. Now, take these second traits with a grain of salt, because it's like impossible to get him at rank 1. This is a rank 3 Hardened trait. It is not worth it to get this monster to rank 3 and get Hardened. It's just a Umbrella trait. But in the magical world where you manage to get him that high, you have an Umbrella trait. And then you have Status Caster True Vision, Precision doubled. I will tell you guys, this guy only has days as a negative effect. True Vision is like pointless for him. And look at his stats. Almost 500,000 base health. Let's look at the best tank in the game right now, Lord Autumn, King Autumn. Let's look at the best tank, right? Let's see how much health this guy has. At rank level 100, he has almost 150,000 health. And now this insane ancestor, has almost 500,000 at base health. And look at this, rank 150, he has literally 1,353,200 health. That is absolutely different levels of insane. And then his base strength is like as strong as like a rank 4 Doomsday monster attacker, which those are like the strongest right now. And then he's just as fast as a truck. So giving this guy good runes is basically like having a rank 5. So I want to explain to you, before I go over his skill set, I want to explain what exactly the Awakening and special skill is, because this thing is complicated. So normal finishers on normal monsters basically works like this. You have a finisher that you have a 3% chance to unlock. Let me see. where you go to their runes. Right here, as you can see, it says right there under his stamina, special skill 3% chance. But if you go to an ancestor, it says that, but it's not true. How you actually unlock it is a set of skills, and you can awaken an ancestor. So your team has to deal damage 5 times. So 5 attacks, and you can't take away progress from an ancestor. So once you attack the enemy 5 times, you'll awaken. When you awaken an ancestor, they get a virtue and their finisher. Their virtues are irremovable traits that don't go away until you do your finisher. You can't trait disable a virtue. If they trait disable you, it wouldn't even matter though, because you have trait protection. So it's kind of pointless. But so once you attack 5 times, let's say you have Omni, she does 5 attacks and then turn transfers. She can infinitely turn transfer because his virtues are absolutely insane. His first virtue, and you can do all this at rank 1 or rank 0. So his first virtue, skill mirror. After receiving an attack, it's reflected against the caster. A virtue can't be disabled. So boom, this is just until you use your finisher, your virtues don't go away. You can infinitely extra turn with an ally with this thing. It's insane. Then his second virtue is actually really good. It really helps with the fact that at rank 1 you can't rank him up, so his stats aren't going to be the highest ever. You get 25% damage increase. So boom, all of a sudden you're also hitting like a truck and they can't remove it. If they hit you, you're reflecting it back with your crazy stats and a 25% damage increase. If someone buffs you with an extra turn, you reflect that and you're super strong. It's crazy. So that's the virtues that you'll have until you do your finisher. And then you have this finisher itself in question that if you do, you remove your virtue. Honestly, I always stay in awakened mode until the very end. I almost never actually use the finisher. Disables trait on all enemies, deals very heavy metal to all enemies. So this is more about the very heavy AoE, because like the strongest AoE you have at rank 0 is that, and this is like, oof, with that virtue of 25% damage increase, and all of that damage to every single opponent, it's crazy. Plus trait disable, I mean, for what it's worth, maybe you trait disable a King Autumn, because if you're running like Omnia, Galvanus, and this guy, no one can trait disable King Autumn, so maybe that's the use for it. But honestly, I can't see the big use in it. But yeah, that's his awakening mode in special. I'll show you it in battle in a little bit. So, Armored Griffin deals moderate metal damage to one enemy. It's a 0 stamina, 0 cooldown move. Honestly, I say don't run it. Even though 0 stamina, 0 cooldown isn't exactly for you getting denied. It's for if you get stamina drained or cooldown activated, which this guy is vulnerable to. I'd say for a monster this strong, don't even worry about it. Just full send it. Obviously, it's a good move to run, but I honestly don't even know where you'd run it in his skill set. Then you've got Palace Guardian. It's like one of the only light attacks he has. The strongest light attack he has at rank 0. So Palace Guardian deals low light damage to all enemies, 0 cooldown, 30 stamina. 2 weak, right? You really don't need a move like this. Sure, it won't be that weak against mythicals, but still, like, why run a move this weak ever? Then you've got Righteous Swing, deals heavy light damage to one enemy. I gotta say, I have to consider running this. Because just a pure metal skill set is great, but relying only on one element is really never a good idea. Although it has proven to be super powerful, so I'll equip it after I show you what else he has. But but that's the thing. This has a 0 cooldown, 24 stamina for a heavy light to one enemy, right? So it's basically spammable. It's a devastating attack, but then you've got the same thing with Elegant Pick. I'll go over which one's better in a little bit. And then you have High Fly, applies evasion and true vision to itself, heals itself by 30. So this is a self-support move. You protect yourself. You give yourself true vision. So what? I really don't get the true vision aspect. All you're going to do is land your days better. Look at how much days he has. Even in his rank up moves. Oh, well, he does have stun. Stun and minor blind. So he does have this soft denial aspect of him. But even so, you really don't even care about true vision. Now the healing and evasion, he's such a tanky monster just because of him being an ancestor that I'm considering running it, but I'll really recommend against it because I think this is a better move. Hunt Fly applies evasion and double damage to itself. For a monster this strong, you definitely would like an evasion skill, but I'd rather do double damage than a little bit of healing. Because like if you need to protect yourself, you probably are already taken the damage. Oh no. You intend not to take the damage. So hopefully you haven't already. You do this, you have double damage. Once it comes back around to you with your stats, you're gonna kill. Plus this is a 1 turn cooldown 32 stamina. This is a 2 turn cooldown 48 stamina when I think this is better. So I think you gotta go Hunt Fly. Then you've got Hurricane, 1 turn cooldown 36 stamina. So pretty decent, right? One turn passes and you're gonna have this move again. Moderate metal AoE takes all. And look how powerful that is. That's like a 45 damage metal AoE in the light meta. That's going to destroy. So definitely a great move to run. And you've got Elegant Pick. It's really Elegant Pick or Righteous Swing. They're basically the same thing. This one costs less stamina but does less damage with light. And this one costs more stamina but it does more damage with a soft denial daze. And it does it in the metal element. I got to say, go Elegant Pick. I want to go Righteous Swing just so I'm not only using metal attacks, but Elegant Pick is better. It just does more damage. You'll face left and right light monsters. All metal moves is actually a lot better than one light move, because once you do Armored Pick, right, and let's say you're fighting a Uriel and like a Slumster, right? Once you do Metal Pick to kill Uriel, then you're going to have to use a Righteous Swing. And I think it's just better to have Elegant Pick because this is 0 cooldown. Once you have to wait those 2 cooldowns, you can spam this just in case there's another dodge area monster and your AoE can't take care of it. And then you have Armored Pick. Deals insane metal damage, guys. Look at that. Almost 80 damage on a monster whose raw damage output can't be matched. His stats are absolutely insane. Insane metal damage plus days. 2 turn cooldown, 42 stamina. Definitely worth it for the kind of move that is. That is so high. I'm just going to go over these real quick. You've got Divine Power. I wouldn't suggest running this. It's a damage boost and then extra turn for multiple reasons. First of all, it's on a 3 turn cooldown, 42 stamina. That's really high, and this monster doesn't have high cooldowns. Like, look, 1 turn cooldown, 1 turn cooldown, 0 cooldown, 2 turn cooldown. It's not like you're trying to cycle and applying just a damage boost. I feel like that's not worth it. Some people like that quick damage boost and then AoE swipe. I can't recommend it, but there's definitely a strategy for it, so that's whether you want to or not. Sky Attack, I definitely run this instead of this move because it's weaker, and wow, that stamina and cooldown cost is pretty high, but it does heavy and stun. And denying with an attack is always amazing. But with Elegant Pick, you have a higher chance to just instant kill and you won't need to deny. It's really up to you, but I gotta say, I like the stun. It's weird how he does like soft denial. You've got Pick and Flight. It says it's a water attack. Oh, they fixed it. All right, so if you watched Armor Gaming's monster review for Griffina Ironwing, it said this was a water attack, but it dealt massive light. Now it applies Pierce, deals massive water, so it even destroys the light and fire meta separately, even though you only need one element to destroy it. So this is actually, I think, a form of nerfing, because if it was a Pierce and then metal attack, no light monster could have fought against that. But it's just Pierce and then water attack. So Elvira, Serpentex, Cupid, they're dead. There's nothing they can do to defend against this. And giving a Pierce to a monster of this caliber is insane. So Pierce, massive water damage to one enemy. It's going to kill whoever you want. And then it removes Pierce from itself. But it applies evasion. So it's also a self-protection that also allows you to go past their protection. And it removes your Pierce. If you did positive effect protection to this monster, it would be broken. So absolutely insane move. But the sad thing is, you'll probably never get this monster to level 115, rank 2. Because like that is so hard to do. So if you manage to get there one day, you'll be like the most broken guy ever. And then Divine Flutter is basically just your upgraded Hurricane. But that does... Okay, actually, I think you might keep Hurricane, yeah. Because Hurricane is half the stamina, 1/3 the cooldown. for about the exact same effect, and Daze is better than Minor Blind. Sure, it says heavy to all Minor Blind, which seems more appetizing than moderate, but it's only slightly stronger with a worse effect and tons more stamina and cooldown. So I think you would keep Hurricane in this scenario. And your finisher is the strongest AoE trade disable anyways. So yeah, I just gave him good runes. He hits like a truck. One thing I will say is that since it's impossible to rank him up, this is kind of whatever. But this guy cannot hold a talent. They don't make talents for the Abyssal generation, and they don't make talents for this guy. He can hold Ancestral relics. There's relics of the Ancestral category now that are very, very hard to get. So there's not much hope for it, but he can, and that's the thought that counts. But he has a essence and a sword, which is just amazing for an attacker like this. Being able to give like the most buffed out, the strongest attacker ever, the ability to revive is just so broken. So I want to show it off to you in PvP, and I will say in PvP, it feels like being a cheater running that. I'm running him with that. With the awakening and the fact that you can do all those extra turns, I'm going to showcase it here. It feels like cheating, man, for real. So, and stamina, you definitely want stamina Omnia strat because you want her to just keep on giving him extra turns. Her synergy with his awakening trait, virtues are just insane. So I'll showcase this now because it's kind of hard to explain in words. You'll see what I mean when I'm doing it. So, this is perfect. So, and you might be thinking, oh no, I can only, since he's not a pierce attacker, I can only give him one turn. That would be wrong. So, Emotional Pisces. He does some damage. I'm just going to tank these attacks because I'm not too worried about what he can do. Do it again. Euros Essence. And now his pierce is gone. So look at that. What did I sustain? Fire damage to me. Shock to you. Shock to you. Okay, so I know how to fix this. So I'm just going to continue with what I'm doing. I'm going to kill Pangoliath. I'm going to keep on meeting his trait. So this is why Omnia and Shadonia are the most OP allies for him. They activate his thing. They awaken him super easily because you need to deal damage 5 times, right? Dealing damage 5 times with the normal team isn't that hard. But if you have someone like Omnia, boom, I just did 5 damage 5 times in an infinite extra turn cycle. Now he's awakened. And you can't see it yet, but he has his virtues already. So look, I'm going to do this. Talos Capricorn. He would have gotten an extra turn. So I'm going to show off how. So look, I turn transfer, boom. He turn transfers back because his awakening trait means he has skill mirror. So he can do that. And then boom, I attack again. And funny, I have the Griffin on her. And the Griffin, and this is Griffin Ironwing. Boom. His trait also repeats that move and he gets an extra turn. Boom. Instant kill with Armored Pick. He's got extra turns. I'll recharge again. And just look at how much damage he does because he has that 25% damage increase. I gave him a minor damage boost, but that's not even that much. And then for fun, I always end it off with his finisher because it's just to kill an enemy. It's just fun. Plus, it removed his pierce. So if he was a threat and I just did the finisher, I would have actually countered Cherub Cupid. So let's go in again. I'm funny that I have Galvanus, but I actually never get around to him having a turn. Alright, so I'm fighting a Galvanus. So what to do here? I think I know what to do. I'll cleanse away from you. I'll apply anticipation on my team. And then I'll just do the double damage. Oof, that is a pretty hard move to counter. Now we all have evasion, or not evasion, positive effect block. Oof. Yeah, so this is proof that just because it's an Ancestor, especially with the fact that you can't rank them up all the way, you can't rank them up at all. It's like not always going to win. It's not always just going to overpower your opponents. But in the lower leagues, anything under Legendary League 3, he absolutely wrecks with this strategy. So yeah, like this is a good example. If your team does not directly There's not even any, like with usually with OP monsters, there's always a counter out for them, but there's not even a counter out for Griffina yet. So I'm gonna do emotional, and I'm gonna start attacking to activate the relic. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Let's see what you have. You don't have anything. So, and if you hit evasion, it won't activate an awaken charge because it doesn't count as you actually hitting them, which that's pretty balanced. So, boom, I have 3 charges of awakening him now. So, you see how easily it is? I can activate him with Omnia and doing all these extra turns just so instantly turns it on. So, that is pretty deadly. Boom, now he's awakened. I'm in a pretty bad situation right now. Boom, get you an extra turn. Hit you one more time. Please, please have a banner kick in. Yes, and now I do this. A turn transfer cleanse. Back to me, back to him. So I do this. Does my stamina kick in one more time? It doesn't, but now he has a turn. And I can just almost instant kill him with this. But I'm going to do an evasion. So now look at this. I have naturally, even if I didn't have Almania's buff, I have a 25% damage increase and double damage. And that is just an instant kill on anyone. I'm just going to do his finisher, as I said, for fun, just to overkill. Intruder elimination. Although, whose idea was it to make the strongest monsters in the game make it easy for them to activate their own finisher that's also broken? It's not balanced at all, but it's also impossible to get these guys anyways, so it's like whatever. But I actually got Griffina Ironwing, and it's really fun to play in the PvP. So, what do I do here? Alright, I've got a good idea. Catholicon, Rotten Anchor, that. Good thing I had the Griffin. Good thing. I'm going to have to recharge. Dark Souls. Now I can apply Anticipation. Alright, live. Alright, so I apply it. And now what is he going to do? He still attacks. What a brave man. Blind. I'd love for you to stop landing every single move. Alright, and now, boom. Look at that. So strong. His strongest attack always destroys a light monster. So instant kill. Hopefully he does another extra turn and I get to kill Uriel. Oh, he did. But I revive. Gonna give you electrified. You're dead. Demonic Pact. Sigrid Staff. Flameras. You're over. You've got nothing that heals. Okay, he's dead. So I'm going to do Hunt Fly. Stamina regen is very nice here. Chandelier Master. Removes positive effects. Positive effect block. I need to trigger the light first. Oh, but he's dead, and now his finisher is wasted. Alright, well, you see that soft denial days? Oof, but he has Flamera's Essence. Now I do double damage. Now, unless she can cleanse away. Oh, I was so close. No, I can't believe I actually lost. Ah, well, you see, she doesn't always win, but she's very fun to play with. I'll do one more match. I'll get one more win, not just one more match. You always want to end it on a win. But yeah, I am so lucky. I actually got Griffina. She's really fun to play with. Really broken, I will say. I hope nobody gets mad or like jealous that I got her, because like she is so incredibly rare. So Autumn's Armor, I'm just gonna activate her virtues and then start destroying these guys. It is super easy to cheese it. When they don't have anticipation, this strategy is unstoppable, literally unstoppable. So boom. Radiant Sagittarius, Capricorn, Radiant Sagittarius, boom, she's awakened. Now I do this, and look at the turn order. Now she's got an extra turn. Boom, I do Tireless Capricorn, she gets another turn, but this time, her turn isn't after me, it's before me. So what do I decide? I could do this. I could instantly kill King Autumn and remove his trait, there's kind of no point to instantly killing and removing the trait, so I'm going to do double damage. Now, next turn, I'll be able to instant kill him easily. So Killerrook's Armor kicks in, Mr. Beast Banner. Boom, I gave him another spare turn. And I'm just going to keep going. Now I'm going to kill you. Now, Amania, if you could cleanse against like one more person before you die. Oh, boom. Okay, cleanse. Look, another spare turn. Tireless Capricorn, he gets another turn. It's just insane. It's insane. It's absolutely broken. Cleanse from you. Whoever thought, wait, how did this happen? I don't, I didn't know that was possible. Okay, either I did the order wrong, but this keeps happening, so I think they actually implemented this for balancing. But look, I got him 3 extra turns. I'm pretty satisfied. And looks like you don't have revival, so I'm just going to end you off with a bang, end this video with a bang. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is my Griffina Iron Wing review. Such a powerful monster. So broken. Plus, when they awaken, her design gets a lot cooler. It's so dope. Look at it. Now she's golden rather than her usual silver design. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like on the video. I got super lucky to make this video, so I'm glad that I can make content with her. Please leave a comment and I will respond. What are your thoughts on her? Do you think she's broken? Do you think she's balanced? Did you get her? I hope you guys get her, man. Everyone deserves to have a little bit of fun with her. Plus, a rank 0 Griffina is so harmless, man. She really can't do too much unless you give her super high level runes. Thank you for watching this far. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to join the Crab Army. 200 subscribers, guys. I believe that is why I got Griffina Ironwing, because you all rallied in support, and you guys, sorry if I took you guys' luck, but I just managed to get her. Very fun monster to use. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful. Hope to see you in the next one. Hope you have a great day. Your favorite Omni-Crab signing out.